Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Netflix is going after Japan, but it's not going very well for them.
Apparently not.
We're going to talk about that and why this might have something to do with them trying to do all these live action adaptations of anime and other Japanese IP video games and all that. It's not necessarily for a Western audience, but because they're pushing into the Japanese TV market. However, a lot of their attempts at getting Japanese eyeballs not going so well.
No.
It's not going well for them. So we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about how the Japanese reacted to Kate, which is set in Japan and supposedly for a Japanese audience. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. Cowboy Bebop, they hate it.
Oh, shocker.
Shocker, they hate it. They think it looks stupid. And yeah, we're gonna talk about all of this. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 235,000 subs. Thank you for the support. We talk about anime, talk about pop culture, talk about Netflix and the streaming wars. And this does seem to be part of the theory of everything. Like, why is Netflix chasing ill-conceived live-action adaptations of anime and video games and Japanese pop culture? It might be because they want a bigger piece of that Japanese pie.
Well, that's what I was saying. I didn't even see the headline. I mean, the first thing I said to you when you were telling me about it was, it's because they've already saturated the Western market. So now they're heading east. And right here, right off the Hollywood Reporter,
Yep.
with little room to grow in the West.
Yep.
They're eyeing up Japan and those other regions in Asia, the Asian market.
Yeah, and we've talked about before that Netflix has had slow growth in Japan. Japan is kind of a holdout. They've got a bigger reliance on broadcast TV, and that's like with anime, that they're running into problems over there securing the rights to a lot of anime because they want to run it on broadcast television.
Mm-hmm.
They have a system, kind of locked down. So it seems like what they're doing is like, okay, fine, we'll license your shows. We'll turn them into shitty
Americanized versions.
Americanized
That's
versions.
an insult to most Americans.
And I don't think it's going to go the way they think it. I think it's going to play out like Disney with China.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're going to make what we think China wants, but it's not actually what China wants. It's what
it's our stereotype version of what we think they want.
Right, and it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well, and I think that's what's going on here. Just a theory. So yeah, we'll talk about this first, and we'll talk about how the Japanese hate this movie Kate. They hate it.
I heard about it, but I had no idea what it was about, nor did I care.
Yeah, they said that it was a tired stereotype and cliche of Japan, but it was probably designed with Japanese audiences in mind. And we're going to talk about their reaction to Cowboy Bebop. But this was, a couple of weeks ago, Hollywood Reporter, why Netflix is targeting the Japanese TV market. Again, we talked about before that they are pushing heavy into Japan because Japan is still very dependent on broadcast TV. They said they launched in Japan late 2015. The first move to win local subscribers was as predictable as it would prove effective. Acquire, new, and finance as much beloved anime content as possible. Now, with the brand gaining traction in the country just as competition from other U.S. streaming rivals arrives, Netflix is diversifying its Japanese content offerings by doubling down on live-action originals, but it's doing so by working against local expectations rather than adhering to them.
That can't end well.
No. So the head of content for Japan, I think it's Kata Sakamoto, says nearly every show on his slate of more than 50 Japanese scripted originals is something unlikely to have been attempted by the increasingly conservative and cost-focused domestic TV industry. Why don't we just give people what they want?
Yeah, because that makes too much sense.
We're looking for stories.
No, you can't do that because you have to tell them what they need and what they want, because you're supposed to be their moral compass and you're supposed to tell them everything that they should think.
Yeah, we're going to bring our California sensibilities to Japan. We're looking for stories that haven't been told. Visually, in terms of approach, things have never been seen from here before. Yeah, but that's not going to work. You can take chances once you build your audience. You don't be like, yeah, this is what the Japanese audiences want, so let's give them the complete opposite, and then wonder why they're not subscribing to Netflix.
Yeah.
That's really freaking stupid. So yeah, they talk about Netflix's large investments in Japanese originals come at a moment when Asia and Japan in particular are becoming increasingly important to the streamer's growth prospects, as new signups in North America and Western Europe plateau.
It's all about trying to control more and money. That's what this whole thing's about.
In the second quarter of 2021, Netflix added just 1.5 million subscribers globally, with 2/3 of them coming from
Which
Asia.
is what Disney's doing, except they're trying to go with Hotstar now and mostly focusing on India.
Yeah, that'll be next. That'll be next. More Bollywood numbers on Netflix.
Oh, here, they go about Disney Plus right next.
Yep. Thanks to a big subscriber gain by Disney Plus and others in developing markets like India and Southeast Asia, Netflix's share of total premium video subscribers in Asia Pacific, not including China, where foreign video services are banned. It's, again, explains why they're not chasing China now.
It's all about India.
Yep, is forecast to drop by half to 16%. Well, that's it. You're eventually gonna hit the ceiling of how many subscribers you realistically can get in any market. Like, you're going to have market penetration.
Well, now you're going to have to focus on more on retention, especially when other competitors are coming in. So the best move for something that you want to retain subscribers is to give them what they want, not instead try to push what you think they need to hear, what you think they should like on people.
Yeah.
It never ends well.
Yep. So reflecting the reality of the situation, Netflix Japan continues to invest heavily in anime. So it's not about us. It has nothing to do with us. They want to own anime so they can lock in Japanese subscribers, but they're giving us faux anime live action adaptations.
It's their version of it, which isn't going to do well.
No. It's the most important content category for competing against local and regional rivals such as Japanese streamer Unext or South Korean upstart TVer, with more than 40 new original anime titles premiering on Netflix this year. And they keep calling things anime that aren't anime.
Yeah.
They're clearly Western shows, So they said Netflix's approach to Japanese scripted originals, by contrast, is less about keeping up than creating an appealing point of contrast. Well, good luck with that, because so far the Japanese are nonplussed. Now, this one I don't think was created specifically for Japan, but they clearly had Japan in mind, and the Japanese hate it. This is Kate. This is coming from Kotaku. The Japanese internet reacts to Netflix's Kate.
Yeah, it's not doing well.
Yeah, have you seen Kate? Folks in Japan have, and they have opinions. Let's have a look. Debuted on Friday, set in Japan, starring Mary Elizabeth Winstead, tells the story of a deadly assassin out for revenge. Internationally, the reviews for Kate have not been great.
Sounds like Kill Bill.
Yeah, it does, in Japan. As of writing, the film holds a 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. Generally, when Hollywood or other film industries portray Japan, they tend to get a bunch wrong. Hello, Kate. Yeah, it can be easy to pick apart these films, kick the legs out from underneath them, but also equally fascinating to see how the Japanese domestic audiences respond to Netflix's Japan. So here are some of their media outlets. 3 out of 10. Yeah, it closely resembles Kill Bill.
Yeah.
But
here it sounds like.
Yep. Here's a movie that clearly displays the lack of progression in the depiction of Japan over the last 18 years. This is truly a Japanese stereotype extravaganza as thought up by foreigners. Cinemag. When Japanese actors cast in foreign movies speak Japanese for some reason, they often overact and speak in unnatural Japanese. It'd be great if a lot of movies blending Japanese and Western styles were made. Okay, this one's at 3 out of 10. Half-baked spicy or half-baked spy action. I thought
that's completely different. That's hentai.
Half-baked spy action. Inevitably, when Japan appears in Hollywood movies, it quickly becomes cyberpunk. It's as though a bit of Blade Runner has been added to reality, and these type of movies are already on the way to becoming a genre called Wrong About Japan. 6 out of 10. All the Japanese music picked for the film was just an awful choice. The music in the movie was so fucking uncool. 2.9 out of 5.
It's the average user review.
Yep. Looking at this, you get the feeling that Japan hasn't changed in the past 20 years. It's kind of like Kill Bill. And for the action, it's quite cool. When will Japan's image be updated? So this is a lot of the same complaints that China has had about Disney movies about China.
Yeah, here. There's just nothing more than foreigners' delusions of Japan's underworld society and underground culture. It's zero character depth.
Oh.
It feels like an anime brought to life. So yeah, it's basically keeps saying they think it's Japan if you're looking at Japan from another country, from foreign people, from people in the West.
Yeah, and again, this is the same complaint that China had about Disney movies. They're like, this is so stereotypical. Mulan, they were historical inaccuracies, and of course, there were issues with the actors. They didn't like some of the stuff she said or whatever. But beyond that, they're like, this is basically America's version. So they're going to do Johnny Cowboy Man.
I love this. The old stereotype for Japan was samurai, ninja, and sushi. Now perhaps it's yakuza, maids, and vending machines.
That sounds like a good movie, though. That sounds like a great game.
That sounds like, from someone from the West says.
I felt like Liam Wong's photos of Tokyo. Oh my God. Yeah, these are dire. The battle scene was good, the black and white one. I like the music. As expected, the depiction of Tokyo was strange. I imagine the director was a fan of Ghost in the Shell. Japan has that much neon. It's a mystery why everyone in K can speak English. But I did watch it all the way to the end, so there's that. But it's not just that. They're already getting slammed for Cowboy Bebop too, and and I thought maybe this is like, oh, we want to take it and make it ours. It's like, no, I think what they're doing is they're just regurgitating Japanese pop culture with the long-term plan of like, throwing it on Netflix over there.
Their plan is, besides they're trying to gain subscribers, their plan is, while we're at it, we're just going to take and push our sensibilities on you.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep. So it's not going well. Here's some of the reactions. It looks somehow off to me. Spike doesn't have his messy hair or World Warrior expression, so I'm really worried about it. No, he looks World Warrior because he's literally twice as old as he was. On the anime, he's 50 years old.
Spike, is that how old he is?
John Cho's like 49.
Spike isn't handsome enough. Faye doesn't look sexy at all.
It's like gag cosplay session. I've seen cosplay. It looks better than this. They look like the cast of Black Lagoon. Looks like City Hunter. I mean, people are not happy. They're not happy about this. And I think it's just Netflix is going to fail in Japan like Disney is failing with China. And then they'll just move on to India. Everybody's just going to move on to India.
Yeah, pretty much.
And call it a day. So
Disney's already ahead of the game there. You better hurry up, Netflix.
You better hurry up.
Better hurry up and go tell them what they should think, too.
I think they did produce some Bollywood movies.
No, I'm like, but they need to get on that more so they can make sure they infiltrate. So they can try to tell them what they should and shouldn't think and what should and shouldn't be culturally accepted in their own country.
Yeah, China and Japan are lost. It's time to move on to India. All right, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.